What's up, peoples? Um, there's a lot of things going on in today's society right now. You know, that's that's really bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Like, with these recent events with all the police brutality, systematic white supremacy, you know, a lot of white supremacists denying the fact that there is still an element of some sort of racism that still exists in America today. It's just it raises an eyebrow, and it makes you like just look at people like, the fuck, like, you can't see what's going on. But anyway, we can't expect, and when I say we, I mean black people. We can't expect a white supremacist to actually sit up here and agree with you. But whatever the fact, we have to take measures into our own hands, not through violence, but there was a movement that was started by like Killer Mike and a couple other rappers. I think Usher, he was part of that whole movement about having black people start banking black, putting their money in, like, black owned banks and credit unions and things of that nature. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. As of right now, I think they raised that there's at least like maybe between 800,000 and 1.5 million that's been deposited into these black banks. But I think we have to take that further, and we have to get political on these issues. We have to, like, pretty much do what the rest of these groups have done, like with with the Latinos, the Asians, gays. These people get political. They get political and they go after the politicians to get certain laws and policies passed and implemented to benefit that group that they're in. So maybe black people, we need to do that. Maybe we need to hire a lobbyist to represent black people as a whole, to get protective laws against law enforcement, because the proof is in the pudding. All this video footage is coming out of these cops is brutalized. It's like they killing motherfuckers. They killing black people. People with their hands up, dude. The dude from that was in down in Florida. He's on his back with his hands up, actually at work trying to do his job, and they still shoot the motherfucker. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. And it's like we got to take different measures to go about this. Like I said, we banking black. That's a good thing. Maybe we can get enough money deposited in these black banks where we can then get some kind of loans from these black banks to get at these lobbyists to be able to implement and have them lobby to put laws in, have them lobby to these politicians to get these laws passed that will benefit black people against police brutality and just systematic racism as a whole. You know what I'm saying? We also need the banks, the black owned banks, to be able to give us loans and to start up these businesses like distribution companies, trucking companies, boating companies, and aircraft carriers, so we can import our own shit. So we can import that stuff into our neighborhoods and build our neighborhoods up. I think we also need to, try to step to the United Nations and, get these issues resolved that way. Like, if we can't get them resolved on the basis of America doing it, fuck it. Go over their head. Go to the United Nations. Like, this should put some thought into it. Then you can march. While we have things of that nature that's we're trying to implement as far as black owned businesses. Shit, start franchising their businesses and hire black people. That's what they do. That's what all these other groups do. No prejudice. No prejudice, though, but that's what all the other groups do. And we understand that we live in a capitalistic society, and this is about capitalism. Money. Money equals power. Power equals money. Money equals power, power equals money. And, maybe that can do something. And stop, please stop. When you start talking to these white supremacists and they bring up black on black crime, say what about it? What about it? That's a separate issue. Stop trying to intermingle the black on black crime thing into what the police are doing to black people and all of that stuff. Stop doing that. Because when you do that, when you keep bringing up the black on black crime, you pretty much giving them an out to say that's why the police are doing what they're doing to you. That's why society looks at you the way that they do. There's white on white crime. There's Asian on Asian crime. I can go on. So that's a separate issue. Give us what we need, change those laws, and we'll handle the black on black crime. Okay? That's what we need to start doing. Stop debating these people because it's not going to work. What are we debating these people for? We go on CNN, we go on Fox News, all these other news media outlets, and we debate them for what? For them to just sit up here and deny that systematic racism still goes on. Now, that doesn't mean that every white person is racist. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that. But you could be unwillingly, participating in white supremacy and you don't know it if you're a white person. And the fact still remains that there's generational wealth that's been passed down from slavery. We can't gloss over that fact. I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, well, I wasn't around with slavery. Maybe your great-great-grandfather was, and your great-great-grandmother, and your great-great-aunts and uncles and cousins and all of that. And that wealth was passed down to you to this day, which gave you a leg up on the black community. You can't gloss over that. You can't keep doing that. So leave, comment, subscribe, whatever. I'm new to this YouTube thing, but I felt I had to address some things and voice my opinion. Maybe we need to do something different. It's your boy Russ, signing off.